A very good morning, my dear students. So here I'm here with the lecture number 11, and today I was supposed to start conformational isomerism, but for right now I'm just it is on hold. Okay, after this topic, lecture number 12, I will give the lecture number for this conformational isomer. I will give the video. Okay, so let's start the video as usual with a quote, and the quote is, you have to expect the things of yourself before you can do them. If you want to do anything, you have to expect this thing. You have to believe in yourself. You have to see that yes, this I can do. And then if you will go in that with this if you will start your work in this belief, with this belief, you will for sure you will get the success. Okay, so okay, let's move on for the next things, and that is organic reaction, basics of organic reaction. That means how the reaction occurs. Okay, so in this introduction, and that is organic compounds are covalent bonded. The carbon atom in these may be sp3, sp2, sp hybridized, that you know. Sp3 when it is carbon single bond carbon, sp2 when it is carbon double bond carbon, and sp when it is carbon triple bond carbon, isn't it? Okay, so hydrocarbon are most non-polar. Why they are non-polar? Because carbon-carbon is there only. But their derivatives containing functional group are polar covalent compound because of any electronegative attached with this, and any electronegative group attached with that. Like if oxygen is attached, fluorine, halogen is attached, nitrogen is attached, then this compound can be considered as covalent. Yes. So to understand and visualize the mechanism of organic reaction, first we must go into details of various type of electrical effect. What is this electrical effect? That today we are going to learn about this. Yes. And we have to monitor the properties of various organic compounds. Like then we will decide, then we will understand various type of substrate, that means on which the compound is going to react. Okay, various type of substrate we'll learn, and then we will learn about the intermediates which formed between the reaction. Okay, the various type of reagent and the medium in which organic reaction occurs. So this will be understood in easy way by with the help of examples. So okay, first let us know about the substrate. What is substrate? You all know that substrate is the substance on which the reaction is to be happen. Yes. So it is the main organic compound acting as a reactant and reacts with a reagent to give a new organic compound as main product. Substrate in general are of two types, nucleophilic and then next is electrophilic. Okay, so let's know about the nucleophilic first. Organic compound which have electron rich center. Electron rich center, that means what? It will have negative charge or no lone pair of electrons will be there. Yes, so electron rich center or area, they are known as nucleophilic in nature, and they are acted upon by electron seeking reagent. और उस पे कौन react करता है? Electron seeking reagent, that means जिसके पास electrons कम है, that reacts on this nucleophilic center. Got it? So nucleophilic center are that center or the center in the organic compound where electron density is high, which is electron rich. Okay, and the electron seeking reagent, which is also known as electrophiles. You have to be very careful about this, that it is philes. This one is nucleophilic center, you can say that, or nucleophilic organic compound, you can say that. And the one which is going to attack on that will be considered as electrophiles. Clear? Alkenes, alkynes and benzenes and its derivative are some of such important substrate जिस पे reaction होता है, जिस पे कोई भी electrophile or another like reagent attack on that. Okay, so alkenes, alkynes and benzene and its derivative. So next, electrophiles. What is this electrophiles? The organic compound which have electron deficient center, which is, it will be better to understand electrophilic. Sorry, it is not electrophile, electrophilic. Okay, electrophilic. The organic compound which have electron deficient center, which is like electron कम है उसके पास, yes, electron density कम है, are termed as electrophilic in nature. they are acted upon by electron rich reagent, which is also known as nucleophile. Clear hai bachche? Let me explain with the example. Usually most of organic derivatives containing functional group act as a nucleophile substrate. Like let me explain this. Suppose that this is C double bond or C triple bond like this, okay, H and H, or let it be take it double bond. That will be easy to understand first, and then I will explain later on. Okay. Now in this case, the bond can break on any side. Yes, if the bond breaks on this side, this will have negative charge and this will have positive charge. So in this compound, this will be called nucleophilic center. Nucleophilic center, and this will be electrophilic center. Nucleophile pe nucleophilic center, on this electrophile will attack, and on electrophilic center nucleophile will attack. I hope it is clear to you all. Yes, nucleophilic center पर electrophile attack करेगा और electrophilic center पे nucleophile attack करेगा. Clear? Now, organic halides, alcohol, ethers, aldehyde, etc., and ketones and carboxylic acid, its derivative, are some of the most important electrophilic substrate. कैसे होंगे? We'll do later on. Now the next thing is reagent. Okay, first was substrate on which reaction will be occur, and other is reagent which will attack on the substrate. Okay, this is again of three types. So one is nucleophiles. They are known as nucleophiles. That means it is nucleus loving. So nucleus is considered as charged denser होता है वहाँ पे. So nucleophiles is actually electron rich species, okay, which is having more electron, looking to attack an electron deficient site, जो electrophilic substrate पे react करेगा. Wherever carbon plus is there it will attack. Okay, this is also classified under as follows. First is charged, and in charge that means it will have, since it is electron rich species, so obviously it will have negative charge, isn't it? क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रॉन रिच होगा तब कब होगा? व्हेन इट इज हैविंग मोर इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी. सो इट विल आइदर बी नेगेटिवली चार्ज्ड और इट विल हैव लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. सो द वन व्हिच इज हैविंग चार्ज इज लाइक it will come under charged. So example, we can see that hydroxide ion OH minus, alkoxide ion RO minus. Even other examples are like the CN minus, NH2 minus, we can say. Yes, so these are and these are halogens. So all the halogens will be considered as what? Nucleophiles. F minus, Cl minus, Br minus, I minus. And the next type is neutral, which is not having charge. It will have lone pair of electron. Okay, having lone pair of electron. Like you can see alcohol, this is having lone pair of electrons over here. H2O, even ammonia, it can be like this. Yes, RNH2. So these will be considered as nucleophile, neutral nucleophile, which is not having any charge. Next is electrophile. Electrophiles is electron loving. That means electron की तरफ ये attract होगा. तो one, which one? It is actually it will be electron deficient species. तभी वो जाके electron की तरफ attract होगा, isn't it? So looking to attack an electron rich site, that means nucleophilic substrate पे ये react करेगा. So electron deficient क्या होगा? Either its octet is not complete or it will have deficiency, that means plus charge. So this is also divided like classified as two parts. One is charged and another is neutral. So charge में like we can see H plus, X plus, R plus, NO2 like N plus over here. So this will be, अगर ये इस side से react करता है तो this will be considered as electrophiles. Yes. Similarly, neutral like CO2, AlCl3, CS2, etc. They are called neutral electrophiles. Okay. That means which is going to attack on the C minus. Where is this? We can see that the substrate will have minus charge. Then only this electrophile will attack. Yes. Clear? Now next, third is free radical. Free radical, that means it will have neither positive charge nor negative charge. Rather, it will have a single electron. Okay, unpaired electron it will have. तो atoms or group of atoms their valence with their valencies unsatisfied looking to attack a place so that they can satisfy their valencies like Cl1 dot, Br1 dot, R1 dot. So where this is, we will learn more about this later on. Okay. So electrophile mein what I am saying, free radical, it will neither have positive charge nor have negative charge. Rather, it will have a single electron. Okay. So now let's start with the reaction mechanism. Reaction mechanism, it gives the detailed aspects of as to how actually an organic compound, organic reaction proceeds. कैसे होता है? Like simple में we know that कि in organic chemistry you have done in class 10th like this is C2H5OH. When it undergoes oxidation, it gives CS3COOH. But there we haven't done that how, in which step, what will be the step over there, how it will convert. So all the steps which we will study under this, so that will be called mechanism. Okay, this will be called mechanism. So now in class 11th we are going to learn the mechanism, that how it will occur. Okay, it depicts step-by-step visualization of an organic reaction. Organic reaction always involve breaking and reforming of the covalent bond. पहले already जो bond है, that bond will break and then the new bond will form. Yes. So now let us see how does a covalent bond break. कैसे bond break होता है, covalent bond break कहते हैं. जैसे for the ionic we know simply Na plus Cl minus will break like this. So covalent कैसे break होता है? There will be again covalent में भी यहाँ पे भी plus minus charge होगा. Partial positive, partial negative character will be developed over there. But कैसे होगा, that we are going to learn. So breakage of covalent bond. A covalent bond can break into two ways. In one of the fragment take away bonded electron pair, that is called heterolytic cleavage, and in another, each fragment takes away one of the electron, that is called homolytic cleavage. As for example, it is having double bond over here. So this bond, like how it is double bonding, like double bond is there. So carbon has shared two electrons, isn't it? Like this. So if the bond breaks, अगर एक ये suppose that ये वाला bond है, and this bond is going to break on that, ये वाला bond अगर break होता है, so what will happen? This will take its own electron और ये भी अपना own electron लेके कार्बन एक इलेक्ट्रॉन के साथ यहाँ जाएगा और ये कार्बन एक इलेक्ट्रॉन के साथ यहाँ जाएगा. So this is called homolytic cleavage. ये homolytic cleavage हुआ equal. ठीक है. If in any way suppose that ये bond जो है वो इस तरफ से break होता है, मतलब कार्बन जो है वो थोड़ी वो क्या कहते हैं पार्शियलिटी कर लेता है, और ये वाला कार्बन कैसे होगा, कब होगा, दैट वी विल लर्न लेटर ऑन. ओके, अगर ये वाला कार्बन जो है वो इस इलेक्ट्रॉन को लेके हट जाता है तो व्हाट विल हैपन, नाउ दिस कार्बन हैज लॉस्ट its electron, so it will have positive charge, and this carbon has gained one more extra electron, so that will have negative charge. So this is called hetero. Clear? Any doubt? So in homolytic cleavage जब भी होगा, it will form carbon free radical. The intermediate will be free radical. Free radical का मतलब एक single electron, not the double. Okay, so it will form carbon free radical. But if there is heterolytic, it will form carbocation which is having positive charge and carboanion which is having negative charge. I hope it is clear. Any doubt in this? So let's learn more about this. Such fragments as are known as reaction intermediates, such as carbocations, I have explained, carboanions, this is, and carbon free radical, this one. So carbon free radical will always form when there will be homolytic cleavage. If homolytic cleavage follows over there or homolytic breakage is there, then only the carbon free radical will form. Otherwise, in these two cases, there will be for sure heterolytic cleavage. That means equal cleavage नहीं होगा, equal break नहीं होगा. Yes. Now, homolytic fission, that is cleavage, fission, break, you can say anything. So such type of fission, टूटना, okay, which occurs in gaseous phase or in non-polar solvent, जो gaseous phase में अगर हो या फिर non-polar solvent में हो, that means in absence of any polarizing solvent, कोई polarizing solvent absent हो वहाँ पे, ठीक है, and it is catalyzed by free radical initiators. In such fission, free radicals are formed, and here the bond pair is equally shared after the fission. This one is free radical initiator. If I will just I'm giving you a few trick for that. It will be H nu. Sunlight के presence में जब हम heat करेंगे, किसी भी reaction को करेंगे, तो this will give you the free radical initiator. It will work as a free radical initiator, and there will be homolytic cleavage. Got it? H nu के presence में, for like at this time, for this time, I'm telling you, if the reaction occurs in a presence of H nu, sunlight के presence में, it will undergo homolytic cleavage and will form free radical, will act as a free radical initiator, or will generate the free radical, carbon free radical as a reaction intermediate. Did you get that? Yes? Chaliye. So like this, AB is having single bond over here. This bond is going to break by homolytic cleavage. So one electron, that means two electrons shared over here, isn't it? Here. So when this bond will break, this electron will go to this and this electron will go to this, or it will form A free radical, B free radical. So here it is free radicals. Clear? Now next is heterolytic fission. Heterolytic fission, that is the fission in which it occurs, like it occurs in polarizing solvent such as H2O, alcohol and acid. कोई भी polarizing solvent, that means there is a electronegativity difference वहाँ पे होगा. And catalyzed by acid or bases, greatly influenced by polarity of solvent. Here the ions are formed in an organic compound such as Rg, where this Rg can be a group, any group. Two types of ion are formed, and I have explained right now. Like if this group is more electronegative, कोई भी group अगर attached है more electronegative है, तो obviously this will attract the bond towards itself, isn't it? And hence in this case, this electron is going towards this, so the group will have negative charge and this R will have positive charge. जब भी कार्बन के ऊपर positive charge आएगा, it will be called carbocation. Carbon with the positive charge will be called carbocation. If G is less electronegative, अगर जो group है वो less electronegative है यहाँ पे, yes, then the bond will shift towards the alkyl group, and in this case this R will take both the electron. ठीक है? So G, this group will have positive charge and R will have negative charge, and this R यानी carbon with the negative charge will always be named as carboanion. Clear है बच्चे? Any doubt in this? Okay, electronegative elements, you know that FON, halogens, they are the electronegative elements. Yes? ये वाला जो केस होता है in general तब होता है when the group is any metal. Okay? और better way में हम आगे समझेंगे. अगर ग्रुप कोई मेटल है then only कार्बोएनायन फॉर्म होता है, then कार्बोएनायन फॉर्म होता है. और भी बहुत तरीके हैं, so that I will tell you one by one. Now electrical effects. So we have understood that we have understood about the substrate. This is of three types जिस पे reaction होता है. That means carbocation, which is having positive charge, carbon having positive charge, carboanion, which is having carbon will have negative charge, and carbon free radical, which is neither having negative charge nor having positive charge, rather it will have only one electrons. Got it? Similarly, we have reagents. Reagent is also again of three type. One is like nucleophiles, which will always have negative charge, or lone pair, which will attack on the carbocation. Yes. Second is electrophile, which will have either positive charge or electron deficiency hogi, so that will attack on carboanion. And third will be free radical, not carbon free radical. Got it? Free radical. Sorry, free radical I should write. I have free radical which is having single electron. So this free radical will attack on the carbon free radical, will form a bond. Clear? Any doubt in this? Is it clear? Now few things are left over there. That carbocation, since it is having plus charge, so this one is sp2 hybridized. Carbon free radical is also sp2 hybridized, but carboanion is sp3 hybridized. Okay, how come? Just check. In that previous one, let's do this. If I'm doing this CH3 like this and the G is there, so this G is going to take this electron, so that means it is having, isn't it, like plus charge if nothing is there? Okay, so now count the electrons. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 electrons, that means it is sp2 hybridized, isn't it? Next is like this. If G is not taking electron, this one, yes. So here carbon is having negative charge. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. वन इसका और दूसरा ग्रुप का, यानी कि टोटल इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कितने हो गए? 8. So here it is sp3. Clear? And free radical में भी हम although it has 7 electrons, but the hybridization we take sp2 only. Clear? Any doubt in this? I hope it is clear. About the stability of these substrate, we will understand later on. Let's know about the electrical effect. What is this effect? For the detailed analysis of reaction mechanism, we have to first understand electrical effects existing in the organic substrate and induced by external reagent. कैसे electrical effect, कैसे, like I have told, the bond is going to break on this side, the bond is going to break. So who will define, who is that is going to define that the bond is going to break on this side only? So that is electrical effect. So that we are going to understand. There are the 4 kinds of electrical effect to be studied for the understanding of reaction mechanism. The first one is inductive effect. Inductive effect is polar nature of covalent bond की वजह से होता है inductive effect. That is like covalent bond जो polar like carbon and one what we say more electronegative element के बीच में अगर bond बनता है तो that will explain. Let me explain with this. The displacement of an electron, shared electron cloud along the carbon atom chain due to the presence of an electron withdrawing group, which is electron like अपने तरफ खींचने वाला, electron attracting, or electron releasing group, which is going to electron repelling, मतलब electron देने वाला group in the carbon chain is known as inductive effect. Like अगर कोई group attached है, कोई भी carbon chain में अगर कोई group attached है, तो this group is whether it is electron withdrawing group or it is electron releasing group, that will decide the inductive effect. इनकी वजह से inductive effect आएगा. Clear? It is permanent effect which is transmitted along the carbon chain like this. Yes, group is function. So here this is going towards, अगर G जो है वो electronegative group है यहाँ पे, तो अपनी तरफ electron को खींच रहा है. So that's why this is like, this is the effect occurring over here. Clear? But the effect is insignificant beyond the third carbon atom. इस तरह से हो रहा है, लेकिन ये फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड तक तो दिख रहा है. इसका फंक्शनल ग्रुप है, ये इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉ कर रहा है, तो इस पे इफेक्ट है, इस पे इफेक्ट है, इस पे इफेक्ट है. बट इसके बाद अगर कार्बन होंगे तो देयर विल बी इनसिग्निफिकेंट, इट विल बी लाइक इनसिग्निफिकेंट हो जाता है. ठीक है. Any atom or group which attracts electron more strongly than hydrogen is said to exert a negative effect. That means minus I effect. An atom or group which attracts electron less strongly than hydrogen is said to exert a positive inductive effect. This is the language to be learned. This is the actual definition to be learned, to be known. But in common way, I am going to tell you, if the group element is going to start with the electronegative element, like we can say O, we can say N, we can say F, yes, we can say any halogen, then this will be considered as electron withdrawing group. Clear? Any doubt? And in another way it will be plus effect. और सिंपल वे में हम ये कह सकते हैं, यहाँ पे ये जो डेफिनेशन यहाँ पे दिया गया है कि जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को अपनी तरफ खींचे स्ट्रांगली देन द हाइड्रोजन, हाइड्रोजन से भी ज्यादा स्ट्रांगली अगर खींचे तो वो माइनस आई इफेक्ट शो करेगा. I will tell you after this, I will tell you the trick for learning this. Which one will show minus I effect, which one will show plus I effect. I'm going to tell you, okay? Here is a minus I effect, that is priority order. What will be the priority order for this? So सबसे ज़्यादा NO2 का होगा, then CN का, then SO3H, then CHO, COH, then halogens आ जाएंगे, then oxygen, OR, NH2. Like this is the priority order and that to be learned. सबसे ज़्यादा NO2 का होगा, ये याद रखना आपको. You have to learn. ठीक है. इन जनरल हम आई विल गिव यू द ट्रिक फॉर दैट, थोड़ी जस्ट वेट फॉर दैट. आई विल गिव यू द ट्रिक फॉर दिस माइनस आई इफेक्ट एंड प्लस आई इफेक्ट. हाउ? नाउ नोट, alkynyl, vinyl, phenyl groups. Alkynyl, that means this is going to be C triple bond C, and H, यहाँ से कुछ ग्रुप हट गया, तो this one is alkynyl. Vinyl is this CH over here. This is vinyl. Okay, यहाँ X ग्रुप आ गया है ये. So this is vinyl. Phenyl, that means benzene, और इसका एक H हमने रिमूव करके कोई ग्रुप लगा दिया, तो this is phenyl group. Because of sp and sp2 hybridized carbon, this is sp, and that is the way to learn. I'm going to tell you, I was telling you, I will give you the trick. So this is sp2 hybrid carbon atom exert weak minus I effect. Carbon atom which are sp and sp2 hybridized are electronegative in character due to dominance of s character over p character, 50% s character and 50% in sp 33% s character in sp2 hybrid carbon atom. You have done this thing in chemical bonding. Percentage s character you know how to find. Yes. So यहाँ पे है कि in this sp 50% s character is there, or in sp2 33% s character is there. So it is said that in alkynyl, vinyl, phenyl group, because of sp and sp2 hybrid carbon atom exert weak minus I effect. They exert weak minus I effect. Otherwise सब show करेंगे. Let me tell you the trick which I was telling. The group, the first atom of the group which is going to attach with the chain, if it is sp or sp2 hybridized atom, then it will show minus I effect. Like the group is attached here, NO2, like this. Find the hybridization of this group. This one is attached with the main chain. Yes. So find the hybridization of this. It is sp2, isn't it? So this is minus I effect. Clear? Suppose that this one is attached with a CHO like this. Check this. This is the first atom which is attached to the main chain. So here it is sp2. Clear? Except halogen. Although halogens जो होते हैं वो sp3 hybridized होते हैं, but फिर भी still they show minus I effect. क्लियर है बच्चे? क्वेश्चन कैन इनका सबसे ज्यादा कम, क्योंकि ये भी तो sp and sp2 hybridized है, but why they have less weaker minus I effect? Because इनका जो that the carbon is sp or sp2 hybridized, so that's why they show less minus I effect. Clear? Now you can ask, here also this is carbon sp2 hybridized, here also, but just see, these carbons are attached with a more electronegative element, isn't it? So that's why they show more minus I effect than these three. Clear? I hope it is clear now. Yes? Chaliye. Now move to next topic. So this was the thing. All such groups are called electron withdrawing group. Plus I effect. What is the priority order? Only alkyl groups की बात करते हैं हम यहाँ पे. So tertiary will have more priority effect, then secondary, then primary, then this is also primary, this is also primary, but here number of carbon is more, so that's why it will show more plus I effect than this. This is also super primary or 0 degree, we can say that, less number of carbon, and then D and then H. So this is the plus I effect. ठीक है? क्यों होता है इसके पीछे का रीजन जो है वो I will tell you at last. Now note, all alkyl and cycloalkyl groups because of sp3 hybrid carbon atom exert plus I effect. Alkyl and sp, अब यही चीज आपको ध्यान रखना है कि all the sp, if the first atom of the group which is attached to the main chain is sp3 hybridized, it will be called electron releasing group. The first atom of the group which is attached to the main chain is sp3 hybridized, then it is electron releasing group. And sp3 hybrid carbon atom is an electron releasing due to dominance of p character over s character. 75% p character होता है. तो अगर p character dominate कर रहा है तो this will show plus I effect. अगर s character dominate कर रहा है तो this will show minus I effect. Clear? That is also clear. If p character dominates, plus I effect, मतलब sp3 hybridized. Yes? Plus I effect. That means you can say sp3 hybridized. And if s character dominates, that is minus I effect, and this will be sp or sp2 hybridized. Clear hai bachche? All these alkyl groups are called electron releasing group or electron donating group. So that's it for today class. I hope you all got it, whatever I have explained. Today I have explained plus I effect and minus I effect. And next up, we will understand about the resonance and other effects, mesomeric, resonance, and hyperconjugation. So just go through with this video properly, because this is going to tell you the mechanism, very important part. We have done about the substrate, we have done about the reagent, and then effect. Okay, so one effect we have done, rest effect we will do in the next video. Till then, thank you class, enjoy your studies.